After 21 years of being an in-the-gym trainer, 1 month mark of being an online trainer. These are my thoughts. These are my clients' thoughts. Here's where we're at. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I have too much gum in my mouth. Nothing new here. Oh, who am I? I am fucking the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Pointed to the wrong side, tactics, right? There we go. You'd think after doing this for almost a month now, I would have my finger pointing down, right? Okay, guys, so the world got turned upside down mid-March, okay? We're entering the second week of April here, and I have been switching my business model over from in the gym training, right, to online training and consulting. And what was real interesting is we didn't know how long the gym was going to be closed. You know, they said like maybe a week, 2 weeks, what have you. So that first week, I was making sure my clients were okay. I was doing in-person training sessions. So, driving around like I'm in an Uber or a Lyft. And, bringing equipment bands, all that good stuff over to people's homes. And it's nice because I like the interaction with people. I absolutely adore my clients. They're very sweet. And in a lot of ways, trainers that really love this job, being a fitness professional, it's really a labor of love. And I think people get into it. If you look at the numbers, the statistics, 2 out of 10 people that get certified to be a professional, fitness professional, trainer, whether it's group exercise or personal training, 2 out of 10 don't make it 2 years before they quit the industry altogether. Okay? Those are the numbers. And over the next 5 years, after that 2-year mark, so now remember, 2 out of 10 are still in the industry. In 5 years, 1 or 2 out of 10 of those people are still in the industry. So while fitness has exploded and people are more mindful overall of their health, their fitness, and it's a giant industry, it's got a lot of room for growth. And over the years, this goes back to like the early 2000s, when people start to kind of think about what they want to do in their future, what they, where they see their careers going, I'd always seen my career going towards more of a virtual presence, making appearances to speak or to train in corporate settings and whatnot. And I've done all of that. I've had global media exposure, and a lot of it happened probably too fast, where I had experience from the world of professional wrestling, working for WWE and doing all kinds of stuff, right? So in a way I was ready for it, but I wasn't ready from a advertising or marketing standpoint. And to this day, I'm still not sure I'm completely ready, but I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars, okay, on material, seminars, certifications, things that, were going to prep me for this move to online. And, I would get cold feet. And I'll explain my track record of cold feet. And it's not cold feet to where I just quit or just didn't think I could do it, but cold feet from the respect of I would drag my feet in a sense Like, I wanted to make sure I had everything perfect before I actually jumped in. I did that when I got certified, okay? I've been a professional, a fitness professional, certified personal trainer, right? Since 1997. Fall of 97, I was certified. I didn't go into my first training job, paying fitness job, till February of 2000. Okay? So you got a good 2 years plus of having the certification, and actually you have to recertify every 2 years. So I had to recertify a certification that I wasn't using or making any money on because I was making my living as a pro wrestler. And I was just fearful that I wasn't going to be able to do it, mostly because I just hadn't done it yet. So fast forward to the early 2000s, and my career's taken off. I'm selling more training, and I'm converting 80% of my leads into clients. And they wanted to move me from training full-time to full-time membership because I could sell anything. And my heart wasn't in it. The reason I could sell is because I lived it, I walked it, I breathed it, and I convinced others because of my lifestyle that they could do it too. So I passed on membership and sales. I just didn't feel good about it. And I made more money actually doing it the way I do it. And very few trainers break six figures, and I broke six figures for multiple years. So in the early 2000s, when everything with the web started to grow, a lot of you youngins don't even know that time because you're too young to even know a time pre-internet and websites and social media. But when it all started, I knew that that was going to be the future, but I was very hesitant. And so I spent years reading, researching, playing around with YouTube and never getting serious with it. Like this channel, we're getting close here. We're like 2-3 videos away from 500 videos for 5 nothing, 100 nothing, and it's just over 13 months I've been on this channel. But I've been on YouTube since like 06, 07, but never really hyper-focused with my business. I would upload some things, and then, you know, a month, 2-3 months would go by and I'd upload another video. And my channel's never really had focus or a brand or a feel. And I started to look when I left my previous employer in 2015, so I was there 15 years with the same company. I started to look at maybe starting my own gym. I was looking at like warehouse space, industrial parks, things like that. Nothing felt right because I ultimately knew that where I wanted to go was not being restricted to geographical location, to the overhead of a building, employees, all these other things. And I had guys that were good friends that wanted to invest in going to partnership with me, but our visions were very different. My vision ultimately was to be at the computer, doing videos, training people virtually, maybe a little bit of in-gym, definitely speaking and turning out products or resources for people in the areas of fitness, which would then have me limitlessly reaching the world with fitness, right? So I thought that's where the market's going to go eventually. Fast forward 15, 16 years later, after I've been kicking it around all these years, but without really pulling the trigger and executing on online fitness, you know, I found myself in a different place where I'm like, okay, now I have to do it, right? It goes back to necessity, where it goes from a should to a must. So the last 2-3 weeks, I've been converting people over from in-gym to online. And we may go back to the gym if the gym's open, and if, you know, it depends how the restrictions are going to be there, and, you know, what's going to happen with social distancing, and, you know, what happens with everything. So long term, this is where I wanted to go. I'm enjoying the process. It's like anything new you do. It's going to have its hiccups. It's going to have a little glitch here and there. I've been using FaceTime, Zoom, and Skype to interact and consult, train my clients. And each of them has had a different method that they've liked to use. Now, will I eventually go to one method? Maybe. Taking online payments in 3 or 4 different ways. So far, it's been easy once you get the system up and running. And the goal is to not lose that experience of the brand and the feel of the session that I offer. And so far, that hasn't been the case. So this is a real good proving ground or time to, take those chances in your career, because you have to do something different, right? If you want to continue to have income. So I'm doing something different. I feel really good about it. I've got a fire lit under me, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I know it's going to be successful because in my heart of hearts, this is where I've wanted to take my business model for a long time, but just never did. Probably because I hadn't had it all figured out, and I was doing just fine training in gyms. So that's all I got for now. If you guys want more information on it, let me know. But that's been my experience after just 3 weeks. I'm enjoying the process. And if you're a trainer, why sit at home and just, sulk and wonder when gyms are going to open again and wonder how you're going to pay your bills, Go out there, make it happen. It'll be scary and it'll be a big decision, but it could be the most lucrative decision you ever make. And I don't have any weird success story of, I sold $15,000 worth of training in 2 hours or anything like that. It's a grind. I enjoy the process, and I'm going to take it all the way, baby. So, just the beginning. We're just archiving these things, and I'm going to look back and laugh in the future. And hopefully you'll be even happier and smiling even bigger. Like, share, subscribe. Take care.